Hey, everybody. Grant Miller here, Miami Community Newspapers. I'm with Clifton Ross, basketball player at Florida Memorial University. The only historic black college from Orlando, really Daytona South. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, before we get about your life story, let's talk about FMU.
No problem.
Yes, it's a historical black university. How many countries, how many nationalities are at Florida Memorial?
It's plenty of them.
You better find out.
We have people that's from the Bahamas, Jamaica,
all over the country. 41 different countries.
Yes, sir.
So Florida, just because it's an HBC, is that what you call it?
HBCU.
HBCU. It's open for everybody. The president does a great job.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes.
Does he play basketball?
Sometimes when
he tries?
Yeah.
He's short like me and skinny. Does he get beaten up in the court?
We do it soft to him.
Okay, so I met you at what event was that?
We met at the Talent Day event on Tuesday.
Right. And you came right up to me?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because you already, when I met you, I already knew you was already about your business.
But you just picked me out of the crowd just because I'm short and bald?
Nah, I actually was speaking to somebody
okay.
I met, and he was attending St. Thomas University.
So, all right, let's talk about you growing up. You grew up in Overtown?
Yes, sir.
The Rattlers?
Yes.
You played football for the Overtown Rattlers?
Yes, I did.
And then did you play high school football?
I played my freshman year, and then I left, and I just
for Booker T.
Yes, and I just started playing basketball.
Were you playing basketball all those years too?
Yes.
Who did you play basketball with?
I played with Booker T. Washington, and I played with Coral Gables. Coral Gables Senior High.
But as a little league kid, when did you play little basketball?
Overtown and Northside. Northside Panthers.
How tall are you? You're not that tall.
I am 6'4".
That's it?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so you grew up in Overtown.
Yes.
When we talked, you lived in a shelter?
Yes, I did.
For how many years?
I stayed there for 3 years. It started my sophomore year of high school to my senior year of high school.
Which shelter?
I was at the Chapman.
Now, were you with your mom, your family?
It was me and my mom.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, not on my mom's side. On my dad's side, I do.
You were with your mom? You stayed there?
Yes.
Now, where are you guys?
My mom, she has her own apartment right now.
Where?
In Overtown. No, not Overtown. Liberty City, off of 79th Street.
And then near Hadley Park, close to that.
And then she's also a secretary for lawyers.
What law firm? Do you know?
Catherine Fernandez.
She works for the state attorney.
Yes.
Oh, the big dog. Should we call? Do you know her?
Yes.
You know Kathy?
I met her, but I already know her.
We're gonna take a picture at the end. She's great people.
All right.
So, and then we'll send it to your mom.
Yes.
And we'll send it to Kathy.
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right. So your mom now works.
Yes.
You lived in a shelter for 4 years.
Yes.
Before that, where were you living?
We were staying in Wynwood, off of 27th Street and between 1st and 2nd Avenue.
The struggle?
It was crazy.
Inside, what do you feel now?
It gives me a different type of motive. I'm just a dog now. I have to work harder than anybody else. I have to work harder than the next person.
Your mom must be an incredible person.
Yes, she's Jamaican.
Oh, she's a Yardie.
Yes.
See, you're a Yankee. You're born here.
Yes, sir.
You're a Yankee. She's a real Yardie, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a term of endearment if you're Jamaican, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you were homeless. You lived in a shelter. The other families that were there, did you communicate with them? Do you still communicate with them?
Yes, I still communicate with them. It's funny because when I was in high school, I always felt like less of a person because I was supposedly homeless, and I always when I was staying at a shelter, it was a lot of people that that was staring, that was looking at me, and they was looking up.
People that are inside or people from the outside?
Both, but more people that was inside the shelter, they was looking up to me, kids and stuff, because I used to play basketball. And they always used to see me leave and play basketball and then come back. So I was just always focused on basketball, and I still am to this day.
Did you play college ball at all?
Yes, I am. At the moment, I'm playing college ball.
Where are you playing?
Florida Memorial University.
Go Lions.
Yes, sir.
Season starts soon?
Yes, in November.
And who do you open up with? Do you know yet?
No, I do not know yet.
And who's the coach?
My coach right now is Josh Mendez.
Josh Mendez. Is he from Miami? Who?
He played overseas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what was the turning point from going homeless from the shelter to a place?
It felt good because ever since I was younger, my mom, she always, was always on top of our stuff, like with, rent and anything. But my dad, he died when I was 2 years old, so I always had to work harder than the next person because again, my dad, he died when I was 2 years old. I never had a father figure, so when I had graduated and everything, I was just like, that's just a dream come true.
Graduating high school.
Yeah, I graduated high school, and then that made me want to, work harder to graduate college, and that's why I'm in college to this day. Actually, my fault. University.
What?
A university.
Right. So, okay, so you've been playing. What year are you in, Ed?
Right now, I'm a sophomore in college. Right now, I graduated 2024.
As a freshman, did you play at all?
I was hurt,
Were you
but I
redshirted?
was playing.
Oh, you weren't. Okay. And this is sophomore year. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
expected to play a lot?
Hopefully, I will, but I want to work hard to,
How big's your biggest guy on the team?
7'1", 7'3".
Where's he from?
He's from Africa. I believe
Big.
so. Yes.
Any good? Gotta be
Yes.
pretty good, huh?
Yes.
And any kids on the basketball team for local?
Yes, you have a few players that's on the basketball team that's local.
So your personal drive, and so you live on campus.
Yes, sir.
You have a roommate,
Yes, sir.
and the whole basketball team lives on campus, right?
Not all of them, but you could say
Majority.
10%.
Have you started bonding with those guys?
Yes, we've been bonding since my freshman year of college.
And the out of towners, they look up to you because you know Miami.
Yeah, you could say something like that.
And what's your major? Do you have a major yet?
My major right now is law and government to become a sports lawyer.
And so you're gonna finish here, get good grades,
Good grades, and I'm gonna be
crush the LSAPs.
Yes, I'm gonna pass those.
Right?
Yes.
And go to college.
Yes, sir.
To law school.
Law school.
Wow. And what does your mom say about all this?
She doesn't know. She's just happy for me.
Oh, you're doing well. You're living okay.
Yes, sir.
Living in Overtown
Mhm.
is an interest. You grew up there.
Yes, sir.
It's an interesting community. From the outside, it looks different. When you're inside, I mean, a lot of those people have been there. Your mother's friends been there 50 years, 60 years.
Yes.
And Overtown's changing so quickly. Red Rooster's right there. There's
Mhm.
new apartments right across the street right there.
Yes.
Wynwood is creeping into Overtown. Right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have friends that you went to elementary school, junior high, high school? You still friends with them?
Yes, I am.
Name some of them.
We have Jordan Brown.
You hang with any of them?
Yes, I hang out with the majority of all of them.
And what's he do?
He plays basketball, but now he has a job at the moment. He just graduated.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go to college?
He's not in college, I believe.
But where did he go to college?
Yes, I did. Yes, he did.
Where did you know where?
No, he just graduated high school, so I don't know if he's going to college or not. Yeah.
Oh, what high school did he graduate from?
He graduated from Booker T. Washington.
Booker T has such great history.
Yes.
Everybody thinks the history of winning football championships. No.
Yes.
But the history is even deeper.
Mhm.
It goes back to the 50s.
Yes.
And that's what's the exciting thing about Booker T.
Yeah.
So did your mom grow up in Miami?
So the little history about my mom, she was in Jamaica since she was 30, for her whole life, but she moved down to Miami when she was 13. And she told me it was a lot of hard work for her to get her green card and stuff. And then she just eventually got a green card, and now she's just, a Miamian, you could say now.
She's a Miamian.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Florida University.
Yes.
What classes you're taking? Who's your favorite professor or your favorite advisor? Your favorite advisor is Miss Smith.
Professor, dang. I have a lot of them. All of those professors I have right now, they really look out.
Do they care?
They really do care.
I found out this stat. I knew about it, but when the professors told me, Florida Memorial is the number 2 in the country producing teachers.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Maybe not all Miami-Dade, but teachers all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's your school schedule like? And what's your basketball schedule like?
Today?
Today?
Yes, you did. basketball schedule starts from 5 in the morning to like depending on how coach feels. So that could be 6, that could be 7.
Because this is off seasons.
Yes, it is.
Really conditioning.
Yes.
Is he on the court?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then school schedule starts from 9 a.m. to you could say 4 o'clock, 4:30.
You had class today?
Yes, I did.
You got an excuse to get out?
No, I took care of all my grades before.
Are you? By the way, we have a glass in between us. If anybody's wondering, reflection. Were you nervous coming here?
I was not nervous at first, but I am kind of nervous now.
Why? We're just chit chatting.
Yeah, I know, but
All right. So, what did you learn at the talent event?
What I learned at the talent day event was don't be scared. Just go up to somebody, like just go up to people that you see.
You did. You came right up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just, you just have to always put forth effort. If you want to be somebody great in life, you just have to, put effort.
Life is just like a basketball game.
Yes.
A good basketball coach practices harder in practice than a game.
Yes, sir.
So practice has got to be harder than the game, because when a game time, you're nervous a little bit. Practice, you got to work hard. Just like work, just like studies, you got to work really hard now. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Because at the end, hopefully the rainbow's there.
Mm-hmm.
But your rainbow is going to be a little bit longer because you're going to graduate and go to law school. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, what have you learned from your mother? What are her big things that you know about your mom that she helped you? What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Melissa Ross.
Melissa?
Melissa Ross. Yeah.
Hello, Melissa. Does she have Facebook?
She does.
Good.
She might be on Facebook right now as you speak.
I hope so. Okay, so tell us her qualities that made you a better person.
It's crazy. It's a lot. Well, my mom, she started off as a warrior, and that's what pushes me, to be strong to this day. Because if it wasn't for my mom, I won't know how to treat a girl. Like everything I could say is all my mom. I put everything, all the effort, and everything is on my mom because she's the one who pushed me, to become somebody I want to become. And also because you said life is like a basketball. I also have a quote too. Life is like a penny.
Like a what?
I said life is like a penny worth the 1 cent. What are you gonna do with that 1 cent? So, my mom, she's just a warrior. So that's what, pushed me to keep on going harder.
Well, those few years when you're living in the shelter, did your friends know? High school friends? Because you went to Gables.
Yes.
You got out of your community.
Yes.
And why did you do that? Because the basketball coach or what? Plus the rail drops right there.
Yeah, I could also. It's because of a friend of mine that I knew. His name is Josh Dawkins. He's actually attending Barry University. He plays basketball. His father had seen me play basketball one time. He was like, "I like you. I want you to come out here." I'm like,
Did he coach Gables?
Yes, because his son was playing there. So he told me, "I like you. I could see play. You have a lot of hustle." And that was my sophomore year of high school when he told me that. And I was
you were at Booker T then?
Yes.
So you played 9th and 10th grade at Booker T?
Yeah, 9th and 10th grade. Then I left my junior year to go to Court Gables.
So you went there. Did you make new friends?
I met a lot of new friends. I still speak to them today. It's funny because I have a friend that's named after me too, Clifton. Me and him have the same exact name.
That's strange, right? Is he from the Grove?
Yes, he is.
What's his last name?
I do not remember his last name. I just know that his first name is my name.
All right, so let's continue talking about the talent event you went to.
Yes, sir.
I heard the professor was running the show, the MC, that you got to look at somebody in the eyes, you got to face them, you got to talk to them. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So okay, got that. What else did you learn there?
I also learned to also have business cards.
Where did you learn that from?
From Mr. Grant.
Yeah. Young people, they don't have business cards. They do this phone, whatever it's called. Yes. What's it called, Dex? Airdrop. Old people don't know what airdrop is. So you got to have something to give them so they remember them. And the more important about your business card is getting their business card.
Correct.
And while we're talking, never send an email thanking somebody. Go to CVS, get $1 card and a stamp, and have a card and say thank you, and wrote a little note there. You know what? Don't you like when you get stuff in the mail other than bills?
I love it.
Other than bills?
Yes, sir.
So keep that in mind. And when you talk to your student friends, that's the most important thing. Make a difference. Okay, what is your hardest classes? FMU.
I really don't have any hard classes right now. To be honest, I have some. I do.
Do you have any pre-law classes yet?
Not yet. I'm taking criminal justice though at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking criminal justice, and I'm also taking political science. So
You have 4 classes, you said?
no, I'm taking actually 6. No, 5 actually.
That's 15 credits?
Yes,
That's a full load.
that's a full day too.
What?
That's a full day.
So when season starts, that's starting in January. You're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
still be carrying 15 credits.
Yes.
So and then you do a lot of road trips, right?
Yes, we do a lot of road trips.
And mostly by bus, right? Do you fly any? No.
We might fly some this year because they kind of let COVID, a little bit relief, but I don't really know it yet. We have to see.
You have an indoor. You play at home, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about your teammates.
Mhm.
Okay.
I love those boys right there.
All right. Name your wingman.
I have 2. I have a lot. I can't even say one wingman. I have plenty.
Name your buddies.
I have DJ, Sam, Mello, Bill, Chris, Swazo.
Swazo, I like that name.
Swazo.
Shout out to Swazo.
Main Swazo, my boy. It's a lot. We have 3. We call him actually 3. The number
Why?
3. That's what he named himself. So his phone number is in my number is saved under the emoji 3. So I'm like, cool.
Okay.
He's still my boy. We have a lot. We have David. Dang, we have a lot.
Okay, so
Zay.
Okay, when after class, when you sleep, do you hang out in Miami? Is it Miami Gardens?
Yeah, Miami Gardens open lock.
You hang out there?
Yes, sir.
Like where?
So right now I'm not going out at the moment. I'm just chilling.
That's
I'm
smart.
I just want to focus on school right now. So I just hang out at school and stuff.
The campus, big campus. I don't know how many acres, but it's a big campus.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's getting bigger now.
Yeah, a lot of students, a new president.
A lot of new faces too.
So every day you see new teachers, new students.
The campus is big, but you see the same people sometimes once in a blue moon.
So what have you learned about life? Because not everybody gets out of the shelter and says, I'm going to college. I'm going to play high school baseball. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go get a law degree. Not everybody. Some people shelters, they live in the shelter, are homeless, don't have that. What drives you?
So because like a lot of my friends, tells me now that, oh, Cliff, you're you have $1 million mindset. I'm like, why you mean that? Like, why do you think I have $1 million mindset? He's like, oh, because you always want to think, like, you think out the box. You'll think, just right here, so that's the real reason why I just always had $1 million mindset. So that's what makes me, work harder than the next person. It's always me just working harder than the next person, really.
Check that right there. Make sure his camera's good. We're good. Okay. So, all right. It's just, I know people lived homeless and they just didn't get the mindset right.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom got your mindset.
Yes.
You got your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you're going to do after you graduate college?
I'm going to still push my business that I have at the moment.
What business is that?
It's called Hope and Healing. It's me going out to neighborhoods and, passing out food to homeless people because I'm actually about to do this little, I'm doing this thing with this homeless man that stays in Bayside. And when I'm doing at Bayside, I'm just going to do a little series with him until I graduate college. Because when I was homeless, all I wanted was somebody to talk to. So because he's in the midst of being homeless, I'm just going to go over there once in a blue moon, give him food, talk to him, or, take him out and stuff. I'm not doing it just for the money. I care less for the money because, I can make my money. But it's not even that. I'm just focused on I just want to push him back up because my goal before 2027 is have everybody in Miami not homeless anymore.
Yeah. Unfortunately, most people don't realize there's a huge homeless issue
Correct.
because we don't drive on certain streets.
Yes.
We don't drive downtown on the expressway.
Mhm.
Or if you go to the wharf, you drove to the wharf, you saw the wharf. It was
Yes.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Or when Overtown, you get the wrong turn, you go, that's a homeless street. Because most people don't see it. If they don't see it, they don't believe it.
Correct.
So I congratulate you on your nonprofit group. Can we type that in?
Thank you.
Can you type his company in? What's it called?
Hope and Healing.
Is there a webpage?
Not at the moment, but I have an Instagram.
Well, okay, type in the Instagram in. What is it?
It's Hope and Healing 01.
Is that all one word?
Yes.
All right.
Is it and the word A-N-D?
Yes, Hope and Healing, yes. And actually there's a meaning behind that also.
Okay, let's hear.
So the logo, Hope and Healing, is actually the reason I have that logo is because I was staying in a shelter, Lotus House, and I was also so it's two things in one. So I have the lotus flower, and I also have the what's the other thing called? I also have the lotus flower and a dove. The dove is because I wanted for peace, and the lotus flower is because I stayed in Lotus House.
Repeat that again.
So it's two things in one. So I have a dove and I also have a lotus flower. The lotus flower is saying, because I used to stay in the shelter, Lotus House.
Right.
And then the dove is because of peace. So that's why I have those two as in one.
Wow.
And then the profile picture is me and my dad when he picked me up in the sky.
Yeah. Pretty emotional.
Yes.
Well, community newspapers would love to help you in any way. Give us a holler. People who are watching the show, we appreciate it. You can go Hope and Heal 01 on Instagram. If you have any questions, say goodbye to your Instagram people. Peace. Everybody in Miami Community Newspapers, have a great day.